There's no better feeling than getting a new season underway.
That's so true. We've been waiting for a while, haven't we, B.A.? There's a lot of excitement surrounding this season. Glad it's finally here, and I'm glad we get to be on the call.
Now the starting group for San Antonio. At the forward slots, it's Vassell and Barnes. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. And it's Wembanyama in at the center position.
Yeah, nice shot by Vassell. Really good three-point shooting.
Pass to Misi. And here's Williamson. He's guarded by Barnes. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a three-point game. Fox against Murray. Barnes a screen. Fires from deep. Williams grabs the board. We played just over a minute here in the first. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Zion's so hard to deal with inside, and he'll make the right play almost every time.
Wembanyama, screen on Murray. Fox with the ball. Misi picks him up. Back to Castle. Out to Fox. Just 4 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Misi grabs the board. And it's New Orleans ball. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
Here's Fox. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That one on Murray.
I love when Fox takes initiative inside, giving the D no choice but to foul.
When you watch De'Aaron Fox, is there anything that sticks out to you, Grant?
Well, B.A., this league has the best athletes in the world, and Fox looks like maybe the quickest guy out there on most nights. His change of direction is especially elite.
Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Yeah, they're still looking for some cohesion offensively.
Outside for Wembanyama. On the wing, Fox. Shot on the wing. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Well, if Wembanyama is hitting that, I don't know what you do defensively. He has the length to shoot right over the top.
Now here's Murray. Coming off a solid outing against Memphis. To the middle. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Fox with the ball. He's guarded by Misi. Wembanyama down low. He's against Murray. Back to Fox. Releases. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Williamson with it. He's picked up by Barnes. With the step back. And there's a defensive 3-second call. Well, with De'Aaron Fox, he may go through peaks and valleys, but he's always dangerous, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes you watch and think, this defense is doing a great job against him. And then he'll drop 15 and a quarter without even breaking a sweat.
And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Back to Murray. Shot clock at 5. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And Vassell, the bucket, on the assist by Castle. Vassell's got his second basket on the night.
Using that speed, Vassell on the run.
Pool's got room. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Willie Green and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Guys, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
A full speed attack at the rim. Fox is lightning quick.
And so it's Williamson who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Trailing by 4. Poole outside. Out left to the wing. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Three-pointer. Oh, he can't sink it. He's 0 for 3. Spurs lead by 4. Barnes passes to Wembanyama. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing. Dominating on the inside.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Inside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Now here's Poole. He picked up 15 in their last win against Memphis. Murray from outside. Vassell with the rebound. On offense, here is San Antonio. They're on a 13-5 run. Left side, Wembanyama. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 8 to the paint. Williamson, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim. Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Nails the baby hook. Williamson's got his second basket of the game.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
From deep, Wembanyama. No, he's made 3, missed 2 now.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Poole finds Murray. The 3 ball. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Look, I'm not sure what's going on with him. 0 for the night. Might be time to give someone else a chance.
Williamson passes to Poole. Now here's Murray. Here's Williamson. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, how do you slow down Zion Williamson?
Oh, glad I didn't have to, B.A. Obviously, you've got to play him for the drive and keep him in front of you. And when he gets anywhere near the paint, you have to bring the help.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Olynyk checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Sohan comes in for Barnes. And it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, the future is looking bright for the Spurs. On and off the court, they pledged over $1 billion for a new arena and surrounding civic improvements in downtown San Antonio. Although nothing with the project has been finalized just yet, but clearly the Spurs are looking to help finance a new state-of-the-art arena in the near future, around Victor Wembanyama, no less.
A great organization. Okay, Shams, thank you. Here's Harper, defended by Murray. Harper misses. Pelicans trail by 7. Murray with it. Pass to Messi. Poole outside. The 3 is up. Over to the wing. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his first foul. Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. Hawkins comes in for Murray.
Substitution for your
Vassell against Jones. Down low. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Hawkins isn't just a scorer. He's also good at sharing the wealth.
Here's Harper. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Now Williamson. Tipped away. Pass to Hawkins. Just 5 to shoot. Picked by Messi. To the inside. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Hawkins putting his passing on display. moves the ball to an open man.
Third team foul.
And here's Vassell from the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Vassell's got 8.
And Vassell's jumper continues to evolve and improve. He's a real threat off the catch.
Pass to Misi. Down low. Here's Williamson. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Vassell outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Jeremy Sohan.
Forcing his way to the free throw line. Zion is so tough to handle. So strong and athletic.
He does not get the second one. It has been special watching Zion since he came into the league, hasn't it, Stan?
Look, B.A., I'll tell you this. Zion is unique in the way he plays the game. Not many guys are even capable of doing the things he does. Players like him don't come around often.
Harper misses.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Outside Jones to the middle. Here's Misi. Uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
San Antonio leading by 4. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter of the game. Castle on the wing. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, and it's still early, but missing free throws is something to keep an eye on.
San Antonio shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. And the Pelicans last season, Stan, just 21 wins. Their worst record in over a decade.
Well, look, they were hamstrung by injuries. And that's been an issue for the last few years with New Orleans. When healthy, this team has the talent to compete in the West, but they haven't been able to stay healthy.
Now here's Vassell. Give him 8 points now. 6 on the shot clock. Harper passes to Sohan. Oh, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Seven-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hawkins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
Grab that one. However, so far they're getting a little out-hustled on the boards.
And Bay pulls it down. On the wing, Jones from downtown. Unable to get that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. San Antonio on top. They lead by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. What do you guys think about San Antonio here in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
We've got Zion Williamson, also Sadiq Bey out there, and it's Makovich in at the 5 down low. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Hawkins off target with the 3.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plaster to the shoot.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Bey against Johnson. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. And he'll take a trip to the line for 2. Clearly got fouled on that shot. New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And, Coach, we see more and more teams looking to push the pace. What took so long?
I don't know what took so long, B.A. I think what happens as coaches and as players, you realize that it's tough to score against the best defensive teams in the half court where their defense is set. And so if you can get the ball down the floor quickly and be on the attack before they are locked in, you got a much better chance to generate quality shots.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, the Spurs are on the rise. Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Guys?
They'll get there. All right, Allie, thanks for the report.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Man, Wembanyama getting it done.
And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. 5th best, the Pelicans.
Second chance points were crucial to their offensive production, so they worked to maximize that strength.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's 2 fouls in as many quarters. He may have to adjust his approach now.
The baseline J is on the way. Nice jump shot. Williamson's got 11 points. And Fox has got the ball here for San Antonio. Their first chance this season playing the Pelicans.
These teams split the season series last year, neither making an impact in the conference overall.
Count it.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Pelicans trail by 11. Outside Jones. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Williamson passes to Hawkins. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Matkovic. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Matkovic has got his first points of the game.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Back to Fox. Fires the 3. Jones grabs the board. The Pelicans have gotten just 2 of 6 field goals to go in the second. Day from long range. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones.
All about confidence in these moments. They able to attack immediately.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Day outside, launches a 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
And the bucket is good.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Williamson looking around. Back to Bay. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Johnson. They're running. Here's Fox. Clanks the dunk off the rim. Pelicans trail by 7. Outside Jones. To the paint. Here's Williamson. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Back to Fox. Wembanyama screen. Jacks up a 3. That's his 4th miss out of 10 attempts.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Hawkins, the pass to Bay. Let's go with a 3. Rebound by San Antonio. They come into this one having outplayed the Mavericks last time out.
You have to credit the game plan going in, especially at the offensive end, where they were just so relentless.
Yeah, that kind of performance on the road really speaks to their preparation and mental fortitude.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the teammates.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Some changes for New Orleans. Misi, he's checked in for Matkovich. Jordan Poole comes in for Bay. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Hawkins. San Antonio also making some changes. Barnes, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. San Antonio leading by 9. Pass to Castle. Out to Fox. Three-pointer. Pelicans cleared away. Misi's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Here's Murray to stop the drought. Hits a three-pointer. Murray's got 5.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Fox finds Vassell. Back to Fox. Pass to Sohan. And he jams it home with authority.
I love how quickly Fox makes decisions. He's especially clever and decisive in these pick and rolls.
Fox against Murray. And here's Williamson over Barnes. They kick it out to Murray. Poole for 3. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Even though he's just 6'3", Fox can really get up, including slamming it down in style.
Pass to Misi. Williamson outside. Oh, look at Zion. So solid inside.
That's what speed and agility will do for you. Big time play.
Barnes with a screen on Murray. And Fox, here we go. And the shot's good. He's got 10.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Murray against Fox. Jones with a screen on Fox. Pass to Misi. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
3rd team foul. Now into the lineup for New Orleans. Number 25.
Williamson passes to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Poole. There's the triple. Look at Poole showing the range.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Grant, when you talk about the Pelicans, year after year, it comes back to health.
And you sometimes wonder if there's something in the water in New Orleans or some bad juju, because they're certainly due for some better luck. And their offensive execution has really picked up here in the 2nd period.
And San Antonio making a change here. Wembanyama's checked in. And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
Castle outside. Takes a 3. Yes! And it's Wembanyama picking up the assist. Castle's got 7 points in the game.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Harper, he's checked in for San Antonio. And so it's Poole with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. It's a 13-point game. Next matchup, they'll be at home against the Celtics. That'll be the 2nd and last game of a quick homestand.
He's got to be mad at himself. Won't get a better look than that.
It's stolen by Poole. And now New Orleans on the break. Wow, Poole up the floor in the blink of an eye.
And that's a nice effort by Poole. He's tough in space.
Here's Harper, defended by Murray. Vassell passes to Barnes. Wembanyama, screen on Murray. Outside for Wembanyama. 6 to shoot. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
And they've really been more consistent from the field this quarter.
Poole against Castle. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. And a chance now to look at the schedule for San Antonio. On Sunday, they'll kick off a homestand, starting with the Brooklyn Nets. And then Monday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors.
And for that game against the Heat, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see lineups get sorted out.
It's tipped. And they double up Murray. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Drills it from deep.
Now you watch Murphy. He has a great-looking shot. It's effective, too.
Outside for Wembanyama. Back to Castle. From behind the arc. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Murray. Launches it. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And one of the reasons they're down right now is because they've fallen in love with the jump shot.
One thing people notice about Dylan Harper, he loves to get going downhill.
Yeah, he delights in bullying his way through a defense, using a blend of speed and size to get to where he wants to go.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Jones is checked in. Stan, the big man, Victor Wembanyama, has set a new standard for shot blocking.
Yeah, look, B.A., we've had some great rim protectors in this league, but he can also do it on the perimeter. I've seen guys turn down three-point looks because he's standing in front of them.
Wembanyama with a bucket.
He played well in the first quarter, but now he's taking it to the next level.
Pelicans trail by 12. Poole outside. And again, no good by New Orleans. Castle outside. Outside Barnes. Here's Harper, guarded by Poole. Spurs need to get one up here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. There's 25 seconds left to play in the half. Floats one up, and the layup is good. 5 points in the game.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
Outside Barnes. Here's Harper, and so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. And he's already notched a double-double. He'll look to continue this strong play in the next quarter. Back to the game after this break.
Welcome, everybody. Right off the bat, let's see which games are still to come tonight. It'll be the Hawks against the Magic in Orlando. Tip-off will be 7 o'clock Eastern.
And this could be a fairly...
And switching gears now to that first half. What a difficult start for the New Orleans Pelicans.
When you're ice cold from three-point land, it's definitely time to change things up.
What do you know about being ice cold from three-point land? I don't know. It's part of their DNA. But at this point, they need to see the ball go through the net. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to...
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. You know, Victor Wembanyama has been exceptional here, guys.
And given that he's just delivered a double-double through 2 quarters, I'm excited to see his stats at the end of the night.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
So on the floor for San Antonio. Fox at the 1 with Castle at the 2. Barnes plays the 4 with Wemby standing tall in the middle. And it's Vassell in at the small forward position. Here's Williamson. Off the mark. Had a chance there to trim it to single digits.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And it's Fox penetrating. And it's Fox with the jam.
Well, look, Fox is absolutely lethal with that first step. That's why people can't stay in front of him.
And here's Murray. Pass to Misi. Now here's Poole. 5 to shoot. Murray for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Lets it go from the wing. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Murray. Coach, after making the playoffs 22 consecutive years up through 2019, the San Antonio Spurs have not been back to that stage since.
Well, every franchise, even storied ones like the Spurs, go through transitional periods. Fortunately for them, they have a lot of young talent and should be back in the playoffs sooner rather than later.
Pass to Williamson. Takes the 3. And again, New Orleans no good.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Got it.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And so it's Poole who brings up the ball for New Orleans. They trail by 16. The 3 is up. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Vassell can't get it to go. New Orleans has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Poole looking it over. Pass to Jones. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Scoreless in their first 5 attempts since halftime. It's getting ugly.
Here's Poole. Oh, what an effort by Poole!
Tremendous strength by Poole right there. Just pushing past the contact.
Here's Fox. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Fox has got 19 points.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing that momentum.
And so Willie Green decides to call a timeout. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. And it's the 2K leaderboard. Team leaders in blocks last season. The Spurs, 4th.
Well, they played great defense last season. They had great rim protection, and they were very disruptive.
Pass to Misi. The drive by Poole. Jones from outside. Kicks it out to Williamson. 4-3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And the Pelicans miss again.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real-life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for, 30 seconds. Guys, back over to you.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot, too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped.
And the new front office for New Orleans aiming to set a high standard, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., amidst some adversity with help, the Pelicans have to focus what's in their hands to control and leave no stone unturned in chasing greatness.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this. Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Here's Poole. Another miss. They desperately need a bucket. And here's Vassell from the arc. Misi grabs the board. Misi's, they need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Well, right there, Jones showing he can be a three-level scorer.
Spurs lead by 22. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Williamson against Wembanyama. Again, the Spurs score.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Out to the wing. Williamson against Barnes. Williamson misses.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Well, because of the quickness, it's hard to mirror Fox defensively. Often it ends in a foul call.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
Poole. Wembanyama with some nice D.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass. His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And it's Poole with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. Barnes against Williamson. Fires the three, and Trey Murphy hits from deep. Give him 8 points now.
Tough period. I mean, he's just 1 for 5 in this frame, struggling to get back on track.
Fox against Poole. Castle left side. Clock at 6. Fox the pass to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Putting Fox into pick-and-roll action, always a good idea.
And for the Pelicans, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. The drive by Poole. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. Here's Fox. Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Wembanyama. The basket's good. Off the assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 8 now on the night. On the wing, Jones. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Pass to Poole. Here's the three. Oh, wow. Drew the contact, and that three almost went in. So he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
A talented scorer with incredible shooting range. When Poole is locked in offensively, he can take over stretches all by himself.
Bay, he's checked in for Williamson. San Antonio also making some changes. Sohan's checked in for Barnes, and it's Harper in for De'Aaron Fox. And after breaking out in his 3rd season and winning a title, Jordan Poole has struggled to recapture that high level of last season. Encouraging, Grant.
Yeah, it was much more efficient with his shooting, B.A. Now can his defense get back to a championship level? We'll see.
Outside for Wembanyama. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Misi's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Now here's Poole. Defense is right there. Bay outside from the arc. Pelicans keep it alive. Second chance shot. And he lays it in. He's got 10.
Oh, just an easy reverse for him. He has nice feel and touch around the bucket.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Matkovic, he's checked in for Misi. And San Antonio with a change here too. Cornette's checked in for Wembanyama. Pass to Vassell. Here's Harper, guarded by Poole. Here's Castle. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
There's the three. The shot comes out.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Vassell left side. Pass to Harper. Into the lane. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, nice read by Harper. You know, this rookie is a lefty, and that's tricky to guard in the pick-and-roll game.
Bay outside. The kick out to Poole. Lets it go from deep. That one is off.
Well, so far in the second half, he hasn't been able to get another three to fall.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Harper. Cornette sets a screen. From the stripe. That one rolls around and rims out.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Vassell passes to Sohan.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third. Harper misses. And the Pelicans shooting 34% thus far in this game. The kick out to Poole. Jones from outside. Drains the triple. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
And Jones showing you his basketball IQ there. Knows exactly when to shoot off the catch.
Pass to Harper. And here's Vassell. Beyond the arc. No luck on that one.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And this is Poole at his very best, scoring at an unrelenting pace.
Pass to Harper for three. Rebounded by New Orleans. Matkovic has got 4 rebounds in the game. Bay with it. Now guarded by Sohan. Back to Bay. From deep. And that's out of bounds. Last touch by Poole. Zion Williamson is checked in for the Pelicans. Hawkins comes in for Poole. San Antonio leading by 22. Vassell outside. The bank shot, no good.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Inside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Harper, covered by Williamson.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And so, the San Antonio Spurs. A huge 24-point lead for them. It hasn't taken them 2 minutes. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he puts that pass right on the money and made things look easy for his teammate.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Herb Jones, Zion Williamson out there with Sadiq Bey. And it's Matkovic in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
Pass to Bay. We've had the in-season tournament for a few years now, Grant. What's your opinion on it?
You know, B.A., I think it's working out pretty well. I mean, the NBA Cup, it's drawing increased fan interest, and the players are invested. So what's not to like about it? And they've done well from the free throw line this half. No misses yet.
Williamson hits them both.
Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. Fade away. And it's Hawkins with a rebound. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting 34% thus far in this game. Jones finds Bay. Here's Hawkins. Williamson for 3.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
Six on the shot clock. Down low. Here's Jones, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Spurs shooting 56% today. And Fox, here we go. And Fox powers it home.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And here's New Orleans now. Back to Williamson. There's a screen. And there's the foul. It's on Keldon Johnson. That's foul number 2 for him. And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Grant?
Well, you know, B.A., winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players. That's where teams are trying to separate themselves these days.
Now here's Wembanyama. Sohan outside. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. The shot no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for New Orleans. Here's Hawkins. Off the mark there with a 3. For San Antonio, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Fox, the pass to Johnson. Driving inside. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Pass to Williamson. Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Back to Bay. Williamson with a screen on Johnson. To the inside. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Zion is such a problem for any defense. You can't help but use a foul to try and slow him down.
And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Messi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. And once again, off the mark by San Antonio. Jones, the pass to Williamson. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Look, if you think you're going to get that over Wembanyama, you are crazy.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. To the middle. Here's Messi. The rebound by the Spurs.
You love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Harper passes to Fox. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Outside Johnson. Fox with the ball. To end the drought, and it's Fox with the jam.
Whether it's with his scoring or passing, Fox generates a lot of offense out of the pick and roll.
Pass to Hawkins. The three. They grab their own miss. Williamson, and a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. That one misses.
Well, the bottom line is this. When Zion Williamson is healthy, he is very tough for defenses to handle. You have to be very clear on your plan or he'll destroy you.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Bay. Jordan Poole comes in for Jones. And Murray subbed in for Hawkins.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
Pass to Harper. Lets the 3 fly. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got his 16th rebound on the night. Murray passes to Poole. Back to Murray. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
There's not a ton of time left, but they're still in the game.
Spurs lead by 19. Here's Harper, and it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson, and Castle subbed in for Harper.
Well, short corner, an easier 3. Vassell playing the percentages.
Now Williamson. Pass to Poole. 5 to shoot. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Vassell passes to Sohan. On the wing, Fox. Defended by Murray. Goes up with the strike. The rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds in the game. In your career, Stan, you coach contending teams as well as teams that had little to no expectations.
Yeah, B.A., give me the contending teams. Give me the talent and the expectations and pressure that goes with it. Listen, coaches just want as much chance to succeed as they can have. And when you've got the best players, you've got the best chance to win. And the pressure that goes with it is a lot easier than struggling night in and night out.
And something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, this can bring a team together. Guys can step up and try to pick up the slack for an injured teammate.
Fires for 3. The rebound by Murray.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from 3.
Williamson misses. Spurs lead by 22. Fox outside. The 3. Sinks it from distance. Fox has got 30 points.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
Barnes against Williamson. Outside Murray to get back on track. Here's Misi. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And the first one at the line is good.
They've definitely made free throws look easy here in the second half.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
They kick it out to Murray. Poole for 3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And for the Spurs, they're shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Back to Castle. Vassell outside. Barnes with a screen on Murray. Vassell can't get it to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
And that one's good. Poole.
No hesitation from Poole. Hits his spot and goes right up.
Castle with it. Checked by Murray. Fox against Poole. Outside for Wembanyama. Good on the jump shot. Wembanyama's got 9 points now in the second half.
Well, this is why Wembanyama is such a nightmare. The size, the speed, the touch, he has it all working.
To the left wing. There's the triple. And another three for New Orleans.
Well, he's been more confident shooting it since the half. Let's see if that trend continues.
The drive by Wembanyama. And he banks in the layup. Wembanyama's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. Just a great touch there.
Harper, he's checked in for Fox. New Orleans is shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. It's Poole on the wing. Spins. Pass to Murray. And out of bounds. San Antonio will have it.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
And San Antonio making a change here. Fox is checked in. Here's Harper. Looking to get it going. Misses at the rim. Now here's Poole. Defense right on him.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
They kick it out to Murray. Pass to Messi. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's the cell. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, and that mid-range shot is really Vassell's primary weapon.
And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That'll be foul number 5 on him. And due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Yeah, and this is not what they need. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, B.A., it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
And it's Poole with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And there's a pick. And there's the drive. Jams it in off a great move.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Spurs.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Messi, he's checked in for Matkovic. Williamson comes in for Bay. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Jones. And Murray subbed in for Hawkins. Here's New Orleans now. Poole, the pass to Murray. Now here's Messi. Fires the 3. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama.
Well, as long as Wembanyama's in the same zip code, there's a chance he's blocking your shot.
Pass to Poole. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, some solid defense from Fox.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports.
Me a nigga got a chick. Money, I got money on my rings. Money in my pants. I got money, I gon' change. 20, 50, 100 million made. On a double streaming, beating, Gucci bang. If I need some rest, I'ma flip me some. I talk like I want it, she don't say nothing back. If pull up, I put that in my, or I put that in my. Call a shorty, made up my brody. If you don't owe me, they'll act like you owe me. I promise I won't ever quit Kobe. Young thugger, I whip it, that bitch, you know me, young thugger. Yeah, she shining like butter, the from Chicago, I call her young Cutler. Leave it to people, I pull up in Billy's with London, they all wanna meet. Yeah, they all wanna agree to. Then they all wanna. No, they won't tease on that, they won't read on that, they won't leash on that. Don't Felicia that, mama see to that, they won't snitch on that. She can't secret that. Mama a beast on that, if she bad, I'ma go in 4 season that. What? Hey, I got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me.
And going through warm-ups, trying to get into a little groove here before the... Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Demon. And it's Clowney in at the 4. You know, Doris, one of the fun things about the first weeks of the season, fans getting to know the new faces on their team.
Oh, Kevin, there's so much talent across the league, but if you're adding new talent, you wonder a couple things. How do they fit? How special can they be? Fans just can't wait for tip-off.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
Here's Demon. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Here's Fox. And the rejection by Claxton. And a wide-open look for Porter. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Back to Fox. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You gotta love the determination from Fox. Refuses to let the contact throw him off.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Pass to Demon. 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Here's Clowney. No good on that one. Good D by Barnes. To the paint. Claxton with the steal. Thomas passes to Porter. And it's off from three-point range.
Boy, that's brutal. 1 for 5 to start. You have got to find your footing offensively.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
I had a chance to check out the numbers
for Cam Thomas. A very nice season for him last year. Last year, averaging 24 points per, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Now here's Thomas. This game he had 28 points. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by Castle.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Fox. In the corner, Castle with it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Shot clock at 2. 3-pointer, Fox. Brooklyn with the rebound. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, the Nets trading this summer for Michael Porter Jr. And after playing a complimentary role in Denver with Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray, he now becomes a focal point. He said he's not really a big city guy with all the traffic, but listen, he can expect plenty of crowding every time he touches the ball.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Now, Fox. 32 points for him last game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line. And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Pass to Claxton. The Nets working the ball around now. Thomas against Castle. And they call an illegal screen here.
And here's some numbers on Fox. Last season, he played outstanding and amongst the league's top-tier scorers, top 20 in points per game.
And he was the consummate playmaker last season. Completely unselfish. Always had his head up, looking for the open man. Here's Castle. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. In fourth, the Spurs.
Well, talk about rim protection. Last season, they were patrolling the paint, rejecting shots at will.
Over in the corner, Claxton. Pass to Demon. Thomas with the ball. Nothing on the board.
Well, that's something his coaches would like to see more of from Cam Thomas, making plays for others.
Spurs leading by 3. Up top, Fox. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Can't stuff the alley-oop home. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Pass to Clowney. 6 to shoot. Here's Porter. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 4 rebounds in this game. Back to Fox. Vassell outside. In the corner, Castle with it. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Castle's got 5.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the try. Thomas outside. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Vassell outside. Offline with his 3.
definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Here's Clowney, and he banks in the layup.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package, skilled at making the correct pass.
Now, here's Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Porter. Vassell, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Pass to Demon. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. Off target with his three. Now Wembanyama. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Nick Claxton.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Champagne's checked in, and it's Harper in for Fox. Zaire Williams, he's checked in for the Nets.
At some point, you start to think about getting others involved. It has been a struggle.
And it's good for 2.
Strong footwork from the rookie. Harper able to get the better of the defense there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Clowney. Thomas inside. Castle covering. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, watch out. He's already an incredible scorer.
And the Spurs making a change here. Sohan's checked in. Pass to Timmy. Castle with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Timmy grabs the miss.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing. Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Harper kicks to Vassell. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Nets.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Thomas. And it's Harper with the rebound.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Back to Castle. Johnson with the rebound. Nets trail by 10. Here's Thomas. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. Now, here's Johnson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Thomas with another miss.
Been a tough stretch for this guy right now, looking a little out of sorts.
They set the screen. Here's Castle. No good with the elbow jumper.
Boy, he hasn't helped them much tonight, but they've gotten a lot of productivity from other players.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. 8-point game. Again, the miss by the Spurs. And here are the Nets. They're getting their first look at the season at San Antonio in this one.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
We're seeing two teams that could be building more for the future, trying to instill a winning culture, and we'll see which team takes a step in that direction.
Williams gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. 32 seconds left here in the opening quarter. There's a good screen. To end the drought, it's Vassell with the drive. Harper against Johnson.
Hey, yo, right here.
From outside the arc. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs lead by 5. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
A lot of high motor play from them in this one, allowing them to kind of charge through the defense and find good looks.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Harper is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Johnson in at small forward. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Terrific move. He sees the opening and doesn't hesitate.
Nets trail by 8. Johnson kicks to Porter. No good on the 3. Spurs shooting here about 46% for the game. Knocks it loose. Porter with the steal. Floats it up for Williams. Fox with the steal. Oh, here comes Johnson all alone.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
The Nets shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there. Up top, Porter. Defended by Wembanyama. Williams kicks to Johnson. Pass to man. Williams for 3. Here's Porter. The kick out to Williams. There's the screen. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Johnson's shot is off. Spurs leading by 10. Wembanyama left side. A pass to Fox. Outside for Wembanyama. Over Porter. And that one hits back iron. The Nets have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Williams with a clean look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Williams has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Nets. Here's Harper. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
Man in the corner. San Antonio with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Now, here's Johnson. Outside Wilson takes the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Fox kicks to Johnson. Wembanyama down low. Porter's there. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Nets. And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. Brooklyn making some changes. Bonnie's checked in. And Demon subbed in for Terrence Mann. Here's Demon. Guarded by Fox. Pass to Williams. Now, here's Porter. Over Sohan. Porter, no luck.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
It'll be a jump ball.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. From downtown, makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
And at the yard, Fox has only gotten bolder. He takes threes without even thinking about it.
Pass to Porter. Trying to end the drought. Johnson sets the screen for Williams. Just 5 on the clock. And the Nets miss again. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Back to Johnson. On the wing, Porter. No good from outside.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
The kick out to Harper. Back to Fox. Porter with the steal. Pass to Johnson. Here's Demon. He's guarded by Harper. Williams for 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now tonight. The kick out to Williams. Outside Porter. Here's Demon. Johnson in the corner. 5 to shoot. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. Fox with it. Williams picks him up. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
And so Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Spurs with some changes. Barnes is checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Vassell comes in for Keldon Johnson. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. And then for Brooklyn, Nicholas Claxton comes in for Williams. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Johnson.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Barnes kicks to Vassell. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. Pass to Clowney. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Clowney's got 7 points. DB, what would you say is the biggest difference between the regular season and the playoffs?
The level of intensity goes to a level that is so different than the regular season, Kevin. I say it all the time. If you walk into an NBA arena in the playoffs, the tension is so palpable, you could almost reach out and touch it.
Nets trail by 14. Here's Demon. It's Porter outside. And again, it's Brooklyn with a 3.
Elite from the corner. Porter Jr. shoots a much better percentage from this spot.
In the corner, Sohan with it. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here.
Let's take a look here at the numbers for Porter. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Here's Sohan. Scoreless thus far. And that one, good. And the Spurs lead by 13.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The kick out to Porter. It's up a 3. Rebound by Sohan.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Castle misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Thomas got 5 points so far.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll face off against Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Thursday, they'll be facing Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, that one's going to be the 7th game of the season, almost a full 10th of the season played after that one.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Spurs. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And the Spurs with some changes. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And it's Harper in for Johnson. Now here's Porter. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland.
And you know, guys, the other thing I really appreciated about his effort in that game was the effort and work on the glass. What a well-rounded performance.
And such a valuable guy to this team's rotation, Doris. Nick Claxton is important.
You know, Kev, I'll tell you one thing. This guy brings a ton of energy. He's willing to battle for loose balls, for rebounds. On the defensive end, you know he can make an impact. There's incredible length, and I still think a ceiling that he can get to.
The three from Thomas, rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So accurate.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Here's Thomas, following the bucket by the Spurs. Claxton is screen on Harper. Inside. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Claxton.
That bucket is really just about the efficient use of a screen. That's nicely done.
Now here's Harper. He's got 10. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Porter. Shoots over Vassell. And hits one. Maybe he's ready to get back on track. Porter's got 12 in the game. Wembanyama against Claxton. To the left wing. And here's Harper from the arc. Porter pulls it in. Nets trail by 12. They set the pick. To the inside. Clowney lets it go from deep. Porter, no luck.
Yeah, and that three-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Demon. He's coming off a 10-point game against Cleveland.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of two super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
We've got 33 seconds left in the second quarter. The Nets shooting their fourth and fifth shots at the foul line in the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws. And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Fox, he's checked in for Harper. Wembanyama with it. Claxton covering. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Smart play there. I don't think we give Wemby's IQ for the game enough love, but he was a pro in France at a young age, and that obviously gave him a lot of experience. And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Pass to Clowney. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And we've reached halftime in this one. It's the Spurs. They lead by 12. And we've got more action coming your way after this break.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
When I look at the Nets, it's a long season. But you don't want to dig yourself in a hole this early. In a few months, they won't even...
All right, guys, we've got to go back and talk about Victor Wembanyama and how he played in that first half. Just outstanding.
He's been hunting for a shot pretty much all first half, and why not? The results speak for themselves.
From the naked eye, he just looks like he wants it more than anybody else on the floor.
Ernie.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's 5. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Guard spots filled by Demon and Thomas. And it's Claxton in at the 5. Shot clock at 5. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Here's Demon. Still yet to score. Claxton the pass to Porter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Fox goes in, and it's Fox with the jam.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Nets trail by 14. Pass to Thomas. Here's Claxton, defended by Wembanyama. Claxton with the bucket.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
A high-level athlete with great run and jump ability. Porter finishes well in transition.
Outside, Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Demon. Hasn't made one yet.
And maybe he thinks he has that type of range, but I'm not sure who'd agree with him.
I think we have to check his sanity because there's a number of better options on the floor.
Nets trail by 12. There's the 3. The rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight. The kick out to Fox. Barnes sets a screen for Fox. Launches a 3. The rebound by Demon. The Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Vassell against Porter. Jacks up a 3. And they'll get another chance. It's tipped, and Claxton throws it down.
Claxton, an elite finisher at the rim. That is nicely done.
The kick out to Fox. To the paint. Vassell finds Castle. Here's Wembanyama. They grab their own miss. And here is Fox. 17 points in the game.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough. Having himself a night.
So it's Brooklyn now. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Clowney. It's Thomas on the wing. Castle covering. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And the rejection by Claxton. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Here's Vassell. He has 7. Wembanyama looking it over. Clock at 6. Castle, no one around him. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 12. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Devin Vassell. You know, Doris, whenever Cam Thomas gets the ball, you expect him to shoot it.
You do, Kevin. There's certain guys in the league that always have the green light, and Cam Thomas, one of those guys. This guy legitimately, on a nightly basis, can put up huge scoring numbers.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama outside. Wembanyama, a screen. Fox passes to Wembanyama.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Here's Clowney. Outside Thomas. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Fox. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. Porter's got 8 rebounds in this game. Outside for Thomas. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Thomas got 12 points in the game. Now Fox. 19 points in the game.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
Pass to Claxton. Outside Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Again, Thomas missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Vassell, no good. Nets trail by 11. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Porter in the corner. Vassell grabs the board. Fox with it. Now Thomas defending.
That's his 4th foul, so you have 2 to work with, but you do not want him picking up another.
First team foul.
Zaire Williams, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And the Spurs with possession. 17 points was their biggest margin. Pass to Claxton. Here's Demon. Over Harper. Out to the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Williams. And the Nets miss again. Spurs leading by 11. Harper with the ball. He's got 10. And Harper slams it in.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Here's Demon. Still scoreless. Pass to Thomas. Claxton, a screen on Castle. From deep, Thomas. And they recover it. Here's Demon. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. He's got to work for better looks.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
And the Nets making a change here. Wilson's checked in. Here's Demon. The rebound by the Spurs.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Pass to Clowney. Outside for Thomas. Here's Demon. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not a single shot has gone down this period. It is the very definition of ice cold.
Tries it from the top of the key. Shot is good off the back rim and in. 17 points for Dylan Harper.
He may be a rookie, but Harper plays like a veteran. There's no intimidating this young man. Lots of buckets for him tonight.
Thomas. Little shot fake there. Got the D out of position. Thomas got 14 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Johnson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Harper. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
Vassell left side. Off target from outside.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Thomas outside. That one, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Pass to Champagny. Oh, good on the triple. Nets trail by 18. Williams passes to Wilson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
Spurs shooting 47% from the field in the third. Here's Harper. Oh!
Goodness. My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Johnson outside. And Thomas has it in the corner. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
You have to love how aggressive Cam Thomas is on the offensive end. He has such a knack for putting defenders in compromising positions.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Porter's checked in.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
It's good, and he's 100% from the line thus far.
Well, this guy's so crafty. Once he catches the defender a little bit out of position, it's a very good bet he's going to get some free throws.
Vassell kicks to Hart. There's the pick. Pass to Champagny. And a miss there on the triple. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Near the three-point line, it's Thomas. He squares up and sinks it. Thomas got 12 now in this quarter.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
Harper up top. He's guarded by Johnson. Now here's Harper. He's got 21. And it's San Antonio with another.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Spurs lead by 15. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
And there's the call on Dylan Harper. That'll be his second foul of the game. Williams finds Johnson. Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 17. In transition, here comes San Antonio. The kick out to Fox. Sohan with the screen. And he uses the glass on the layup. Fox has got 12 points in just the second half.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Outside Wilson fires from deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. That one goes in.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Wilson. Johnson, that's for 2. And the Nets miss again.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
On the wing, Johnson. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Williams with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Here we go. And Harper slams it in.
You know, I like that recognition. He knows he's in rhythm, knows this is the time to give his team some punch.
Outside Wilson, the 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Harper's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stolen by Wilson. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Johnson. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Outside Williams. Williams, a screen on Fox. Johnson kicks to Williams. A three-pointer, no good. Spurs leading by 18. Harper the pass to Fox. The kick out to Harper. Beyond the arc. Wilson grabs the board. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Man with it. He's picked up by Harper. Johnson for 3. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's. Here's Harper. Oh, what a dunk!
Out below!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Porter with a screen for Johnson. On the wing, man. Back to Johnson. Here's the three. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, he just doesn't have it here tonight, and it's had a ripple effect on this team.
Here's Wembanyama for three. And with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Johnson dishes to Williams. Johnson with a screen on Johnson. Kicks it out to Wilson. And the Nets miss again. San Antonio leading by 20. Fox passes to Harper. And here is Fox. A three ball. Rebounded by the Nets. Porter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half. Hasn't found the range since.
The Spurs have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Johnson, that falls. High speed that time from Harper. Harper's got 3 assists in the game. The Nets shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there.
Tremendous lead pass. Boy, that makes your teammates happy, folks.
And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Harper's shot's good. Harper's got 7 now in this quarter.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's Johnson. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
And Brooklyn has possession. And here is Johnson. Porter outside. Doesn't go that time.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down.
Porter with the steal. Man with it. He's picked up by Harper.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Wembanyama, left side. Offline with the baseline jumper.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse. Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Now we've got a moment here. Let's present our player of the game, Dylan Harper.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
This was a bounce-back game for him. He was very shaky in his previous outing, so give him credit for being able to turn it around so quickly. Now Fox. This one for 3. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got his 4th rebound in this one.
I see him.
Porter against Vassell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Demon. And the 3 off target.
I mean, I guess you can appreciate the confidence, but his three-point shooting has been brutal this half.
You watch Vassell. He's a prototype wing for this era. Has length, skill, and plays both ends of the floor.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
They're doing damage from the mid-range. Not sure if that was the game plan or if they're just taking what the defense gives them. But thus far, it's paying off.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
Here is Porter. Pass to Demon. And every team is trying to ward off or recover from injuries. So, Doris, how much separation is there with regards to team training stats?
Now, this is a great question, Kevin, and I think one of the things it highlights is how important every member of your staff is, from your head coach to the assistant coaches down to the training staff. An 82-game season will challenge any medical staff. They are invaluable to your organization.
Back to Claxton. Pass to Thomas. Outside Porter. Got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. Vassell inside the line. It's hauled in by Thomas. Thomas got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that...
Oh, my goodness. How special a finish was that? Go ahead, Cam Thomas.
Fox kicks to Vassell. Off target from three-point range. Nets trail by 19. Here's Porter. The 10-foot jumper hits.
You know, they work the ball into ideal position there to get the high-quality look.
Castle with it. Picked up by Claxton. Now Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
That's good from Castle. And so Castle nails them both. Nets trail by 19. Pass to Claxton. Now here's Thomas. And stolen by Castle. Here's Fox. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And that's now 29 points for De'Aaron Fox. Top of the key, Claxton. Down low. The kick out to Porter. Pass to Claxton. It's Thomas on the wing. Castle covering. Thomas's shot is off. Spurs leading by 21. Poke loose. Here's Clowney. So, Doris, when it comes to punishing flopping, the acronym is STEM, and you can walk us through this. STEM.
That's right, Kevin. Secondary, theatrical, embellished movements. Players are always going to embellish contact because they want to make sure the official sees it. What the league doesn't want are the flailing pirouettes, the exaggeration or feigning of contact. Those actions will be penalized.
Traps in the tray. Vassell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dylan Harper.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Here's Wembanyama. Rebound by Williams. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Baseline try. The rebound by the Spurs. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Barnes outside. With the putback. Wembanyama on the follow. And the Spurs lead by 21.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce,
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Alongside Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Also joining us tonight is League and a changeover in the front office for the Raptors this summer, show.
Yeah, major change. You're seeing a shift in ownership as well this summer. And the outgoing front office brass has an NBA title as well as an Executive of the Year award. Apparently that was not enough to hold off the pink slip. Pretty big changes coming with the Raptors over the last year.
Yeah, let's see if we, the North, will be relevant again soon. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Ingram, the 3, with Barnes, the 4. Dick is out there with Emmanuel Quickly. And it's Pirtle in at the center position. Here's Barnes. And he misses his first shot of the game. Here's Fox. And Ingram with the block. Quickly outside. And no good. His first shot of the night, missing. And it's the Spurs ball. It's a 3-point game. Here's Wembanyama from deep. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Always ready and willing to fire the cell from the corner.
Barnes against Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. Toronto passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up. Barnes, it's good. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to be on Brandon Ingram. San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And looking at Fox, a microwave scorer and Tasmanian Devil running up and down the floor. A fun player to watch.
Pirtle. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's on Devin Vassell.
Man, good whistle there.
First trip to the line for him here. And he's good on the second. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Wembanyama, screen on Quickly. Castle outside. Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Fox. 5 on the clock. Back to Wembanyama. Over Pirtle. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Barnes, it's good. And the sense was the back half of this year's draft was a little thinner than normal. Why was that, Shams?
It's because the money is getting bigger and bigger in college basketball. And a lot of those potential late first or second round picks can just simply make more money in college than go to the NBA. So as these new rules start to regulate and the revenues potentially get shared more across the schools, potentially it normalizes a little bit. But these players in college are able to make essentially the NBA minimum, if not higher the NBA minimum, even as second round potential players. Good point.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
Outside for Ingram, from behind the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
And it was really their defense that got them the win. They had a plan scripted out, and it worked to perfection.
Well, their closeouts on shooters was impressive, and they kept them uncomfortable the entire game.
Spurs lead by 4. And Fox, here we go. And Fox powers it home.
Beautiful move there from Fox. His speed and handles are a lethal combination.
Quickly against Fox. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Ingram. Tightly guarded. Here's Barnes. Kicks it to Quickly. Fires the 3. Barnes with the rebound. On the wing, Vassell. Covered by Ingram. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And you can really see Vassell's confidence growing with time. Not bashful about taking on defenders.
San Antonio shooting their second and third free throws tonight. The Raptors making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. Raptors trail by 7. And De'Aaron Fox picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Pass to Pirtle. Vassell against Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. 6 to shoot.
And so far, they've done a great job preventing points in the paint. A stronger defensive presence would have saved them 2 points.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Castle for 3. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
And when it comes to NBA moves, a pretty great summer for the state of Texas, Sean.
Ton of action in Texas, BA. Cooper Flag to Dallas, Dylan Harper to San Antonio, and Kevin Durant to Houston. These are major moves, and it's going to be hard to mess with Texas. These teams are loading up. They're all trying to be a contender in the Western Conference.
That Texas Triangle is going to be formidable once again real soon. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mitch Johnson. One player he is worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. Back to you, Brian.
Thank you for that, Allie. Castle on the wing. Vassell, right side. Wembanyama against Pirtle. Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Stolen by Quickly. Castle against Dick. Over Castle, and it's Dick. That time on the assist by Quickly.
And if you get a look like that, you better take advantage of it.
Here's Castle. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And what strength by Castle. A tough-nosed guard who knows how to score through contact.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Outside Barrett. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's on Devin Vassell.
You can't blame the defender there trying to prevent an easy one for Barrett.
Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And Barrett drops them both. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's Harper. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Just showcasing his athleticism on that jam. Harper loves rising up and dropping the hammer.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And Shawns with younger teams like OKC taking the reins. New stars for fans to get acquainted with. Any concern there for the league?
You know, BA, I think the parity in all these young up-and-coming players is good, and it would probably be more of a concern if these young teams weren't as formidable But listen, stars like LeBron James, Stephen Curry, Kevin Durant, they have had their heyday. You want to see that next generation of players ready to carry the mantle, whether that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Anthony Edwards, Luka Doncic, Cooper Flag, the list goes on.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Harper. Vassell outside. Pass to Harper. Spurs need to get one up here. No good from outside. Toronto has gone 0 for 4 from deep to start this one. Now here's Barrett. Kicks it out to Barnes. Back to Barrett. This one for three. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, so many times we will see shooters of any caliber miss that wide open three.
Harper misses. Toronto trailing. Quickly outside. Pass to Pirtle. And there's the call on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul of the game. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Kelishvili checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Dick. And here's a look at the top shooters last season. No wasted chances among this group. Fifth is Jakob Pirtle.
So consistent from the floor. He shot it at a great clip last season.
Pass to Kelishvili. Here's Barrett. Toronto passing it around. Walter from outside. And he buries his first look.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's Harper. Against Brooklyn, he was really on his game. Pass to Champagny. And here's Castle to the left side wing. Here's Harper. For three, Vassell. No good that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
It's interesting, Shams, that Commissioner Silver said injuries in the 2025 playoffs were the second lowest in a decade, but big injuries, Achilles injuries to Tatum and Lillard and Halliburton. It didn't feel that way.
No, and it's really unfortunate. Those are some really serious injuries to some seriously important players in the NBA, and given the gravity of that, it's clearly an issue that goes beyond the playoffs. I'm told the league is continuing to gather the data. Of course, player health is in everyone's best interest of the league. Adam Silver, they're paying a very close eye to this.
All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
Well, it's all fast break points. Those easy buckets, they're so hard to come by in the NBA. So if you get a chance to run, you have to take advantage of it.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
Here's Harper. He takes it in quickly with the rebound. And there's a whistle. That goes on Devin Vassell. That's his third foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for two. On the night, he's 2 for 2 at the stripe. And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Abaji's checked in for Pirtle.
Yeah, he's as good as it gets at the line. Pretty much automatic.
Pass to Champagny. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm. He seems a little out of rhythm right now.
No good with a layup. Barrett passes to Kelishvili. Here's Walter. Quickly deciding where to go with it. Good chance here for Barrett. Tries again. And that's 2 points on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 7.
Well, he just outworked everybody there. Give him credit. He deserved to be rewarded for that effort.
Harper passes to Johnson. Off target from three-point range. Toronto's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Pass to Barrett. No one near him. Rebounded by Champagny.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
Castle on the wing. In his last outing, he had 11 points. Now here's Johnson. Here's Harper. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. They set a pick. Back to Quickly. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Castle. He's got a clear path. Finished off the break. Now just a 3-point Toronto lead.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
And it results in the highest percentage look you're going to get.
A big-time effort for Emmanuel Quickly, providing a... And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, what stands out to you from Toronto in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Everybody in this league wants to run, but not everybody has the personnel to do it. This is a great start.
Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Johnson in at the small forward position. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. And a busy summer for trade, Shams. What went into that frenzy of activity?
Yeah, only the Nets had significant cap space, so that meant it was going to be a lot of trades, not a ton of free agent movement. Also, with a much greater level of parity, the East is wide open. The teams are really sensing there's a chance here to go for it. We saw that with the Desmond Bane trade in Orlando.
You feel like we may go on the same kind of roll next summer?
Yeah, I think next summer there'll be much more free agent movement. There's going to be about 10 to 12 teams with significant cap space in the summer of 2026.
Shams, you got to get all your cell phones charged up, baby.
Get ready.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
Well, I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
Kicks it out to Barron. To the wing on the left. Walter from outside gets the 3 ball to go. Walters has got 6.
Oh, nice speed. On time and on target.
Here's Fox. Out of bounds. It'll be Raptors ball. And a moment to check out who the San Antonio Spurs have coming up. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then Sunday, they'll be playing against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns.
And you know, for that matchup with the Rockets, that will be the 8th contest of the year for them. The season is young, but they are starting to sharpen up.
Outside for Ingram. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Harper passes to Wembanyama. Here's Harper. Back to Wembanyama. 17-foot shot on the way. San Antonio again missing. Raptors lead by 8. Takes it inside. It's Barrett on the wing. Gets the 3 to fall. He's got 9.
And there's R.J. Barrett helping to space the floor for this offense.
And Harper gets it to go.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Toronto has got it going from deep. 3 for 3 so far in the quarter. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox, he said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
Well, taking full advantage of a defensive weakness there, and it certainly helps if you get shots that your guys can knock down.
And more, we're seeing teams run one center with 4 perimeter players, Shams. What's changed?
Well, it's a copycat league. When things are going great, other teams want to copy. And so what we're seeing now is teams' most effective lineups, more shooting and more mobility. That usually overbalances any deficit you have as far as shot blocking or rebounding in today's NBA.
And I love how this rookie Harper competes. Just refuses to give up on plays.
So Some changes for Toronto. Barnes, he's checked in for Walter, and it's Grady Dick in for Shed. Pass to Barrett. Clock at 6. Back to Ingram. Three-pointer. Good. Third basket in 6 attempts.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Wembanyama up top. Fox outside. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Toronto leading by 11. To the paint. The fader. Rebounded by Johnson.
When you're not at your best, it is great to have teammates who will pick up the slack.
And here's Ingram outside. Oh, again, Toronto with a triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
And so it's Fox with it. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Harper. Launches a 3. San Antonio again can't hit. Toronto's gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Barrett into the lane. Dick. Off target from outside. Spurs trail by 14. Now Fox from the arc. No good. 3 for 7 shooting so far. Here's Barnes. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Barnes has got 8.
Love the aggressiveness. Barnes off the dribble.
And Fox, here we go. Left side, Wembanyama. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And the league instituting an international flavor for this year's All-Star Game, Shams. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, I'm told the league is really drawing inspiration from what we saw be a successful tournament in hockey. The NBA has been eager to increase the compete level for years now, so the U.S. versus the world format might just be the one to facilitate that this year.
Looking at who's out there now for San Antonio. Barnes, he's checked in for Sohan. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Stephon Castles subbed in for Harper. The Raptors also with a sub. Pirtle's checked in.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
The 3 from Barnes. That shot off. Spurs trail by 16. Vassell passes to Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
The Raptors have gone 7 for 11 in the second quarter. Outside Barnes. Here's Mamukelashvili. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Fox on the take and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here's Dick. Down low. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Dick. And the Raptors lead by 16.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Fox against Ingram. Left side, Wembanyama. Castle outside. From outside the arc. Oh, his shooting remains on point. 3 for 4 thus far.
You're upgrading the three-point shot. It's big for Castle as he continues to develop.
Ingram on the wing. He's covered by Fox. Unloads from 13. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's stolen by Pirtle. It's a one-on-one situation. Here's Barnes. Wembanyama with some nice D.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Fox. Fox gets it to go inside.
Right there, Fox using his length to do damage inside.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Outside Dick. Outside Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one goes in. Ingram's got 12 now in this quarter.
Well, he's starting to get into a rhythm now after a rough first quarter.
On the wing, Vassell. Hits the trifecta.
You know, he's so smooth on his catch-and-shoot jump shots, and Vassell has a natural rhythm on him, too.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, it was almost like they were lethargic at times. The urgency just wasn't what it needed to be.
Quickly is checked in for Mamukelishvili.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
Box the pass to Wembanyama. Oh, a great flush from Wemby.
Yeah, dunk by Wemby might be the most effortless dunk you'll see.
Outside Ingram. Back to Quickly. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Barnes. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Barnes has got 10 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now Pirtle. It's Barnes on the wing. Barnes gets it to go inside.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
It's stolen by Barnes. Vassell against Ingram. The three from Barnes. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's made one and missed one so far at the line. The first one falls. Harper, he's checked in for Fox.
2 shots.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Spurs trail by 15. Barnes passes to Vassell. Barnes with a screen on Barnes. Pass to Harper. Here's Wembanyama. Wembanyama, effortless inside.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
And here's Dick. Toronto passing it around. 1:46 left in the first half. Here's Ingram. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
Why even try in there against Wembanyama? I mean, it's just too difficult.
.141 left to play in the first half of basketball. The Spurs shooting around 50% of the game so far.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. All right, Chomps, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Chomps with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking.
Oh, my goodness!
Just throw it up!
Oh, Vassell is feeling it. Just knocking down shots and playing with terrific enthusiasm.
Thanks to the AT&T Connected Cam for the up-close and personal view of that slam. Quickly, outside. Here's Dick. Fires in the triple. Dick's got 5 points.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. There's 42 seconds left in the second. Quickly from outside. Rebounded by the Spurs. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
They split the 2 games they played last year. Both teams really struggled to find wins throughout the season.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
And he'll spend some time on the perimeter, but at his core, Wembanyama is best inside.
Outside Dick. Pass to Barnes. Takes a 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Shoots over Barnes. And so it's the Toronto Raptors up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period, just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Hello, everybody. Before getting into the first half recap, let's check in on the injured players around the NBA.
The Nuggets are struggling with the injury problems. Maybe the biggest loss without Jokic. I mean, his ability to scan the floor, make quick decisions with...
And now taking a look at that first half action, it was a less than ideal start for the San Antonio Spurs. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Boy, this has been one outstanding game from Brandon Ingram.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
So for Toronto right now, Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel quickly. And it's Ingram in at the 3.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And while the Raptors are rebuilding, they're not bottoming out like some teams out there, Grant.
Yeah, they have some pieces. I mean, some young guys who can really play. And with the lottery odds flattened out in the play-in tournament, that middle road is more agreeable than in years past.
Barnes passes to Pirtle. Quickly outside, pass to Barnes. It's stolen by Barnes. Inside, Castle attacking, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, and when Castle gets going to the hoop, good luck getting in front of him.
Ingram against Castle. Barnes with a screen on Castle. The 3 from quickly. That one's good on the sweet setup by Ingram. Ingram's got 3 assists now in this one. And Fox has got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 7. Barnes with a screen on quickly. Pass to Wembanyama. Let's go with a 3. Quickly with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
And here's Ingram outside. And again, Toronto with a triple.
Yeah, the fluid shooting motion of Ingram makes him a real threat to knock down these corner triples.
Wembanyama, pass to Fox. Fox lifts off and hammers it down.
Incredible. It sometimes falls to the point guard to be the offensive catalyst.
Seems like he always knows when his squad needs a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
Here's Barnes. Rebound by San Antonio. To the paint. Nice shot by Wembanyama. 16 points for Victor Wembanyama.
On fire to start the second half. 4-5 from the field.
Quickly against Fox. Here's Dick. No good on the triple. Spurs trail by 6. San Antonio moving the ball around. Vassell with it. Now quickly defending. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, going up there. Vassell showing off his hops.
Fox against quickly. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Fox with the ball. He's got 13. Hey, hangs it midair and converts the double clutch layup. Fox has got 6 here in the quarter.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Outside Barnes. Out to the right wing. Ingram, the pass to quickly. Picked by Pirtle. Just 5 to shoot. Quickly finds Pirtle. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Squads that love to run. Last year's team leaders in fast break points. 4th, Toronto.
You know, it really made for some exciting games the way this team ran the floor. Always maintaining impressive energy in transition.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. The shot by Ingram, no good.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense. This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Quickly passes to Dick. Ingram against Castle. Baseline jumper. Counted. Ingram's got 19 points.
Nice touch from the mid-range. Ingram looking confident, rising up and shooting from there.
Pass to Wembanyama. On the wing, Vassell. Fox left side. Over quickly. Oh, the contested jumper is good from Fox.
Oh, my. Sinking yet another mid-range jumper.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And one thing about this game, Graham, on any given night, you can see an upset.
Yeah, I mean, BA, it just shows how hard it is to be consistent night in and night out. Every team in the league has quality players. So if you're off your game even just a little, that could be enough to lose it for you.
Castle against Ingram. And count it. 8 of 14 now. He's rolling.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
On the wing, Vassell. And it's all from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, Victor Wembanyama drawing fans league-wide. Pacers coach Rick Carlisle proclaimed, "I've never seen a player like this. I'm in awe of his talent, his size, his aptitude for the game, his skill, his feel, you name it. And in due time, it's very possible that he will be the face of world basketball." Guys, back to you.
He's taken over. Okay, Allie, good stuff. He was all alone on that one. Castle's got 5 points in the quarter.
Always ready to fire. Castle wasting no time.
Pirtle against Wembanyama. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Barnes. 4 on the clock. Picked by Pirtle. Shot from the wing. Barnes, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Fox, the pass to Wembanyama. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 7th assist here tonight.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Back to Quickly. Pass to Dick. Outside Barnes. Now here's Quickly. 4-3. San Antonio with a rebound. Castle's got 5 rebounds in the game. Vassell finds Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. Fox outside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh! Wembanyama throws it down.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Ingram with the ball. Castle covering. And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul. Champagny. He's checked in for San Antonio. The Raptors also with a sub. Barrett's checked in. Right side Barnes. Picked by Pirtle. Back to Dick. Here's Barrett. Knocks down the 18-footer. Barrett's got 11.
I like that mid-range game right there. Barrett taking advantage of what the defense is giving.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for De'Aaron Fox. San Antonio leading. And since arriving in Toronto, his hometown, R.J. Barrett has seen his game take a step forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And in particular, his playmaking has gone to another level. If he can ever get his shot right, then he really will be off and running. Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
And the three-pointer goes.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
Over to the left wing. San Antonio moving the ball around. Here's Harper. 15 points in the game. Now Barnes. Barrett passes to Pirtle. Quickly outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. San Antonio's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third.
And when Dylan Harper's dad, Ron, won 5 NBA titles, he was a great player. And I think a lot of that competitiveness rubbed off on Dylan.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Mamukelashvili's checked in for Toronto. Pass to Dick, back to Barrett. Soft touch off the glass. Barrett's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you got to hit Barrett harder than that if you want to stop him from scoring. That's light work for him.
Here's the pick. Here's Champagny. Vassell outside. From deep, Harper. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Pass to Barrett. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. The third pick in the 2019 draft, R.J. Barrett has that ideal build for an NBA wing legs.
Well, B.A., he definitely has that. 6'6", strong, athletic. But what's the biggest key for R.J. going forward? It's consistency with his shooting, which can complement his ability to create off the dribble.
Abaji's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Dick. The putback. Harper passes to Sohan. Castle outside. Toronto grabs the miss. Now here's Barrett. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Walter. Here's Abaji. For the tie. Harper pulls it in. San Antonio's gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. To the middle. And here's Vassell. There's the 3. Ooh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Quickly, passes to Barrett. Lets the 3 fly. And it's quickly with a miss.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Harper. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Well, just keep feeding him. He has been lights out.
Now here's Barrett. Fires, high post. Kept alive. Kicks it to Quickly. Offline with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Pass to Harper. And he drives in. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
And getting where he wants to go, Harper's drive can be so sudden.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here is Barrett. 15 points in the game. To stop the run. That one's wide left.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so the San Antonio Spurs with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Inside at the 4 and the 5, it's Sohan and Wemby. De'Aaron Fox is out there with Harper. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Spurs.
Showing off the major hops. Wow! Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Here's Ingram. From 13 feet, down it goes. Ingram's got 23.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Explosive speed gives Fox the clear advantage on the drive. He gets down the lane so fast.
Raptors trail by 11. And there's the screen. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Rebound by San Antonio. Here's Harper. Outside for Wembanyama. Ooh, Wembanyama with the silky stroke from 3.
That's his first 3 of the night. Maybe something to build on.
Outside Barrett. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. And here's Ingram outside. Rebound by San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Come on, man, take that.
Here's Harper, guarded by Barrett, to the wing on the left. Double on Wembanyama. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer, Fox. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Mamukelashvili's got 4 rebounds now. Down low. Here's Ingram. And no good, trying to use the glass. Spurs lead by 14. Harper passes to Wembanyama. And it's good. 2 points. Wembanyama's got 11 points here in the second half.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Knocks down the triple.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Ball stolen. Stripped it away. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And in the last 2 possessions, they've painted a picture of what not to do. Just way too loose with the basketball.
Hurdles checked in for Toronto. Back to Ingram. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. Ingram's got 29 points.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Harper. Wembanyama down low. Covered by Pirtle. Pirtle with some nice D.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
The shot by Ingram, no good. Spurs lead by 10. Here's Johnson. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 9th assist of the game now. Pass to Barrett. little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Harper. Sohan outside. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Wembanyama. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Shed for 3. Pure from three-point range.
In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
Harper passes to Fox. The kick out to Johnson. Wembanyama down low. He's working on Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Sohan off the drive. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 9. Here's Fox. There's the drive. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to go on R.J. Barrett.
They're one of the fastest players in the game. When Fox attacks the defense, he puts so much pressure on them.
A different look for San Antonio. Barnes, he's checked in for Victor Wembanyama. Devin Vassell comes in for Johnson. And Castle subbed in for Harper. Toronto also changing it up. Barnes, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Dick comes in for Barrett. And quickly subbed in for Shed. Ingram against Castle. Knocked away. It's stolen by Barnes. Castle attacking. And it's in there. Castle's got 20 points.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Pass to Ingram. Poke loose. Oh, Fox with a steal. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
A little raw skill-wise, but Sohan has that rare physical traits and a tremendous upside.
And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Quickly against Fox. That 3's off the mark. And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Raptors. Barnes, it's good.
Well, Barnes plays with a real edge. It allows him to get in there and mix it up with the big boys.
Barnes with a screen on quickly. Outside Barnes. From downtown. Rebound Toronto.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Dick, the pass to Pirtle. Takes the 3. Dick, that's good.
Creating spacing. That's his 3rd three-pointer of the night and his 2nd this half.
Castle. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. 22 points for him.
Castle has been outstanding here, giving the defense more than they can handle.
Oh, got that one up quick.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Kicks it out to Barnes. Nails it from beyond the arc. Barnes has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Barnes against Barnes. Pirtle with a screen on Barnes. To the inside. Pirtle with the bucket. Pirtle's got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's a nice look. The more you watch of Scotty Barnes, the more you appreciate his all-around game.
Pass to Vassell. Now Fox. And the layup is good off the glass. Fox has got 18 points in just the second half.
Yeah, this period, they're letting him go to work, and it's paying off.
Ingram, the pass to Pirtle. Kicks it to Quickly. And here's Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Dick. Fires for 3. Nice D from Vassell.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Castle finds Vassell. Back to Castle. Fox outside. Launches it. Rebound Toronto. Ingram's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. The three from Quickly. Rebounded by Fox.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Back to Vassell. Fox with the ball. Barnes with a screen on Quickly. Here's Castle. Vassell fires with the tip. Tries again. Here's Castle. Now Vassell. Another shot. He gets the layup.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. For San Antonio, Wembanyama comes in for Sohan, and it's Harper in for Fox. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Cash from downtown.
And Harper doesn't try to do too much by himself. I mean, if he spots an open teammate, he'll move it on.
Now Dick, he launches, and he nails it.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
That one goes. Yes, sir.
And for a guard, Castle loves to take his game in deep and challenge those bigger defenders.
Outside Ingram. Here's Quickly. Outside Ingram. Picked by Pirtle. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Pirtle's parents played volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think, BA, in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
Barnes a screen. Banks it home. Big shot.
Barring a miracle comeback, this one is wrapped up. They were able to control the tempo and flow of the game, and it will end in a victory for the Spurs.
What a huge win for them tonight. It seemed like all was lost for them, but then they battled back.
Yeah, games like this one can really define a team. They were able to prove that they could bounce back from even the most dire circumstances.
And they pick up their 4th win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association.
And against a non-conference opponent, you really want to win the first one. They'll go into the next one knowing how to beat this team for sure.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Victor Wembanyama.
Man, he was tremendous on the glass tonight, controlling the boards and fighting for extra possessions.
Here's Harper. He's guarded by Barnes. He nails it with the shot clock winding down.
Finishing the game strong. This is how you shut the door on any hopes of a comeback.
Yeah, any thought of losing this game has been put to bed.
San Antonio ball. Substitution on the court.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Wembanyama. Free throw good, Wembanyama. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce.
De'Aaron, there was definitely a point in the second half where you just took over. What's on your mind in those situations?
I mean, for myself, just kind of know where you're getting the shot. Obviously with some of the better teams in the league, if something bad's happening, sometimes, that one or two players just has to be able to take the game over. And I feel like I'm always able to get to my spot. And at the end of the day is if you can put the ball in the basket. And I think I did a good job at that in the second half.
Thanks, De'Aaron.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. And let's leave you with our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
Come on. Now we living better now, coochie sweater now, and that G4 can fly through any weather now. See, haters get tight when you're worth some millions. That's why I thought the chinchilla hurt their feelings. You can find your at all type of events. Out of Vegas front row to all of. If born come, then they probably squeal. Cause half the rappers that blow like Derek for real. If you cross the line, right, I'm gonna hurt you. These even make signs commercial. Even Lil Bow Wow, B2K. Walking like that's what's up. Can't keep telling me to speak about the rucker. Matter of fact, I don't want to speak about the rucker. Not even Pee Wee Kirkland could imagine this. My team didn't have to play to win the championship. Come on, don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Now lean